What's going on, guys? Today we are back for Lost Judgment. We haven't played this in some time. Don't mind my beard and my appearance, because I will be getting that. Well, I'll be sorting my beard out later on today. And my fringe is messy as usual. But saying that, we are back for a premium adventure, which basically means we are going to be doing all the side missions after the main case. So we've done the main case. We did that quite a while ago now. Last time I was streaming this game, it was before I had ultimate pain in my foot, and basically I've got like a broken toe. I've had it for ages. Don't know why. Don't know the answer to why you haven't gone to the doctors or hospital yet, because basically I haven't. I thought it would heal itself. That's something stupid on my part. So I will be going to sort that out at a later date. I'm not really going to go too much into that, because I'm pretty sure you don't want to know. But let's just say that I couldn't walk on it properly. I couldn't move on it properly. So, as stupid as it may sound, I literally couldn't sit on a gaming chair for a certain length of time and having it in a certain position, because it would start throbbing and etc, etc. So we're not going to go too much into it. That's all I'm going to really tell you about it. But we've had a lot of time during then to upload and catch up a lot with all our Lost Judgment walkthroughs in the past. So I think we're on the 21st, either the 21st or the 22nd part now on YouTube. On the actual game, we're nearly hitting our 30th part. So I'm assuming, obviously the school stories is going to take quite a lot of that up. Now, in the last stream that I did do, we were just purely focused on getting Yagami a girlfriend, going out on trips with her, etc, etc. And that was basically what we were doing that whole stream. I didn't think it would take as long as it did, but it did. I don't know if there is any other side cases where, Yagami has to get other girlfriends or something to fill up the side missions. So that is something that we're going to find out. I also have figured out something. So every time I've been playing my game in the past, some of it has been not as bad as other times. Other times it has. I've got a fan that's basically right next to me. And the fan obviously is making like a wind noise. So on the game, when you hear like the wind noise in the background, that's what it is. It's the fan. So eventually I am going to be getting a head fan, which is one that goes on top of obviously the ceiling. So it shouldn't make as much noise. And we're always improving our streams, so that is that. Right, enough waffling. We're going to go straight into our walkthrough. So I think at the moment we haven't got any actual side missions apart from the school stories. So, like I say, this is going to get all trimmed, because it looks like a state at the minute, but I thought I might as well just do a quick stream before I do all that. Right, so let's have a look at our case files. Yeah, so the only side quest we've actually got at the minute is the Paradise VR upgraded one, which again, we need play passes to do that one. So, and we also need to go to a Jincho. So from now on, we're going to be just purely focused on getting these school stories out the way. Now, obviously, if Yagami comes across any side missions, such as getting other girlfriends or, you know, something along them lines, then we will be doing them along the way. But we're purely going to be focusing on smashing out these side missions. So, we get it completed. Oof. Brutal, mate.
And stay down.
So we are going to turn the fan on now, guys, just because it's quite hot today. But just so you know, the wind in the background is the fan. And it's going to be like that up until we get the head fan. Do I want to take these out? Yeah, why not? We haven't done it in a while, so have a bit of fun.
Really, guys?
So like I said, we're going to focus mainly on the school missions, or school story missions, up until the point where we want to get a full, complete game. We want to complete the game. Let's just go to this area here, because there's a... I want to hear what these talking... Because I want to hear what... Because sometimes these come up as side missions as well. Keywords. Good hot pot. Okay, we can't do the buzz researcher for some reason. Maybe we have to do it outside of the school. Okay. Nothing really interesting. Okay, they're obviously on crack or something. The way they're talking. Who's the guy with the leather jacket? The advisor of the MRC. That's right. That is correct. Okay.
Yagami-san.
So if I remember, we don't go to her, we actually go to, I think it's the robotics club. But first, we want to go to the dance club, because that's one of our school missions as well. So we want to see what that's all about as well. Okay. Now remember all this again, guys, when I played it a bit more, but I haven't played it for like, you're talking a good week now. If more, if not more. You have not fulfilled the conditions to progress the event. Check the school diary for details. You can still continue playing the minigame.
Got a song in mind? Go ahead and pick a costume.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Which stuff should we work on? Go ahead and pick a costume.
So we can't actually progress it yet, but we will. We're gonna do it anyway for a bit of banter.
And 1 and 2.
We got new packs when we got that last Kaito Files DLC.
Here goes nothing. And 1 and 2.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Fantastic, Yagami-san.
Okay, so like I said, we haven't got enough. I think we need to do the robotics club in order to go back to doing the dance club. It's one of the side missions we've got to do. So as cheesy as it is, I'm not really a dancer myself. It's For me, I think it's more of a woman's thing, but obviously everyone has their own opinions. But I don't mind doing it if it's part of the game, because it's a bit of fun and quite funny. Right, we're on the rooftop. So if I remember, we go back down this way, and it'll literally be down this corridor, I think. There's Robotics Club. Alright, let's go back on the 4th floor and then look for this Robotics Club. Press the wrong one. Oh, it's a bit lucky actually. I thought I hit the 1st floor. To be fair. Alright, back to the Robotics Club. Give me a second, guys. Okay, time to see what everyone's up to. Perfect. Takamori and Kurumazaki are right on schedule.
Sakura.
Sakura, how's everything on your end? Were you able to fix that bug you reported the other day? The one responsible for the machine's immobility. Love it when my voice cracks when I'm just about to say something. I really love it. Oh, well, no, to be honest, it hasn't been fixed yet. Another failure in communication. This is the 3rd time you didn't report in. How many times must I tell you? Always be in contact, ABC. I'm sorry. Communication reporting sounds more like running a business.
Okitagawa.
Yo, Akitagawa, need a hand with anything. A hand, you say? Well, let's see. Right, then I'd like to ask if you'd customize the robots. Customize.
Listen up.
You know, changing up the robot's parts configuration, you can adjust its performance that way.
Oh.
Wow, didn't know that was a thing. Oh, Kitagawa, you know this guy's an amateur with robots, right? Why does he get to customize it too? Maneuverability isn't based on logic, it's based on feel, and it's simply more efficient to implement the opinions of the one who actually operates the thing. I get that, but it's just weird. You're putting too much in his hands.
Takamori.
Let me put it this way, Takamori. A robot's parts are to an operator what shoes and gear are to an athlete. The operator knows which parts improve a robot's mobility and offense by getting a proper feel for it. It's why the Serio Robotics Club has valued operator feedback for generations.
Come on.
Yeah, but still.
That's the most optimal.
It's the optimal solution, Takamori. Fine, damn it.
Yagami-san.
Anyway, Yagami-san, why don't we give it a try? Now about robot customization. When customizing, you can develop new parts in parts development. You can also change the configuration of your robot's parts in parts rearrangement. Let's go ahead and try customizing. First, we should aim to develop parts with a higher performance than the current robot's parts. Okay. Developing parts requires materials and funds. You can obtain materials as a reward from winning matches. You may even be able to utilize some items on you as materials as well. If there are belongings you no longer need, feel free to provide them. As far as funding is concerned, it will be covered by the Robotics Club. I'll leave the development decisions up to you, Yagami-san, but just keep in mind you'll be limited by the club's funds. We've prepared some materials from the Robotics Club, so feel free to develop the parts as you see fit. Okay. Develop battery. Yeah. I see. See, the machine was lacking those parts. Next, why don't you affix the parts you just developed? Yagami-san, please place the newly developed parts onto the robot.
I see.
So this is how it works. I think I get it. After we receive the results of the scrimmage, we look into the necessary countermeasures and include any fixes in the development cycle. If you'd like any parts made on your end, please let us know, Yagami-san. Karumazaki can draw them up for you. So customize. Rearranging parts, you can change the parts configuration of the robot. If the total cost of the parts exceed the cost limit, the robot's performance will significantly drop during the match. Developing parts by spending materials and funds, you can develop new parts. As the money is taken from the Robotics Club's fund, it won't come out of Yagami's own wallet.
Does that mean?
Does that mean the robot's performance hinges on Karumazaki-kun's design abilities?
Well,
Oh no, it's not like that. I just design whatever the president tells me to. That's so? Well, in any case, sounds like I'll be asking you to make a bunch of stuff for me. Looking forward to working together.
Yes.
Love this fringe, man. Actually do. Okay. Yeah, definitely one of the shy ones. Okay. So what do we do now? Do we go back? Can we talk to anyone? Let's have a look. Okay, this is what we do.
For crying out loud.
The nerve of that cheeky little robot nerd, he thinks he can just go and hire an outside counsellor. Aren't you from the MRC?
It's Yagami.
I'm Yagami. I just started as the Robotic Club's outside counsellor too.
Huh?
Oh my, that means you're him. My name's Yukari Akuta. I'm the advisor to the Robotics Club.
Either way.
Have you got business with them? I take it no one told you an outside counsellor was coming. I I guess you heard me. Yes, isn't that just awful? Oh, right. If you're here as a counsellor, would you have time for a chat, perhaps just over there?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. I was actually hoping to speak to the teacher, who's the acting advisor.
Yagami-sensei.
There aren't many students around right now. It's a great spot to relax and talk. Okay, time to ask Akuta Sensei about the robotics club. The advisor and robotics club's feud.
Excuse me.
So I've been hearing the robotics club members and the advisor don't get along too well.
Yes.
Yes, you heard right. Anytime I go check in on the club's activities, they pretend I don't exist. It's incredibly frustrating. Why is it like this? Probably because I was against letting them enter the Robo Rally.
What?
Really, why not give them your support? It's not the kind of tournament an ordinary high school robotics club like ours should be competing in to begin with. They'll only embarrass themselves. Well, nothing can be more embarrassing than this fringe, guys. Participants include researchers from technical schools, colleges and even companies, all of whom are highly knowledgeable and well-funded. But didn't they take part in a robotics contest last year too? That time it was all in the name of good fun, but Akitagawa-kun is different.
Good grief.
After he took over as president, he managed to lock down the sponsorship. If they lose now, they'll have the whole world laughing at them.
I see.
No kidding. I promise, guys, I'm not going to fuck with my fringe the whole game. I just think it's a complete fucking mess at the minute. Let me just sort out the final time. And then we will leave it, even if it looks like a fucking state. Because it does need sorting out at this point. Right. That'll do for now. That will actually do. Fuck it. Yeah, and don't get me started on all the late nights they put into prepping for this thing. As their advisor, I'm required to work overtime with them, which I don't even get paid for. And despite all this, as soon as I show my face in that club room, they ignore me, they're rude, and it just gets under my skin. The friction between the advisor and the club really runs deep. Okay, Domu Akitagawa.
By the way,
The Akitagawa kid, we chatted while the club was in session, and he seems like a model student. Well, he certainly is a wonder. The robotics club really turned around thanks to him. The previous members were just a bunch of kids who loved robots. The club was more of a hobby to them. You know what, guys? Fuck is going on? Is this? This is going to be the worst fucking timing for this to actually happen. Like, you know what? It fucking fixes everything, guys. actually does. Right. It'll do for now. I pop in from time to time and they'd be reading manga, taking naps, things like that.
Oh.
It feels more like a lazy culture club, so you can imagine why I admired Akitagawa-kun's razor-sharp gumption at first. He changed up the system so just 4 members could build a high-quality robot, plus he pulled in major funding from a shopping district. Did I mention those funds totaled over 1 million yen?
Huh?
Over 1 million. That's incredible.
What does that mean?
What kind of a shopping district would dish out that much? Is it in a Jincho?
No.
No, it's apparently where Akitagawa's from, a shopping district in Tokyo. Acquaintances of his whom he somehow persuaded.
Huh.
He's really something. All good for now. Fringes, man. Thanks a bunch, Akuta-sensei. I think you answered pretty much everything I wanted to know. Glad to hear it, just as long as it helps.
Yagami-sensei.
What do you think, Yagami-sensei? Do you think you can win over the robotics club? Honestly, I still sense some pretty big walls up between us. I wouldn't doubt it, those kids really don't like adults.
Good grief.
It's common for kids that age always thinking adults like us can't possibly understand them.
Nah.
Or you know, maybe it's because you won't let them enter the Re-Robo Rally. Woo, well I feel much better after getting all that off my chest. Now if you'll excuse me. Guess Akuta-sensei really needed to vent. Fair point. Right. Let me just sort this out. There we go. Okay, so do we go back into the robotics club? Is that where we head back into? Yes.
Yagami-san!
Okay, Yagami-san, let's head to the scrimmage. We'll utilize any feedback you give us to develop future modifications.
Yeah.
Roger, leave it to me. Unlocked new parts. Can we develop any of these? Yes. Okay, we got a Noble Valor 1. So I think we want to parts rearrange. Go with that. Let's go. Now, if I remember the last time we actually did this, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. So we're gonna try it this time. We've got an upgraded robot anyway.
good. No way. Nice. Ah. いいですぞ。のバカ。いいですぞ。Looking good. Nice. いいですぞ。限界。なんですと？No way. Son of a. Nice. いいですぞ。いいですぞ。
You've lost. Can we start it again? No.
No way.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with this.
Good.
Oh, there you go. Attack. Boost anchor on.
Guys, get him next time.
Alright, let's try again. Try again. Because it's something you need to learn.
Yagami-san. Yeah.
Okay. So place, discard, block.
いいですぞ。No way. Nice.
Why is it not letting me place it?
Looking good.
Okay, we're just gonna let the game do it because it's not letting me place it for some reason.
Looking good.
I'm not pressing anything, guys. I think we're going to lose it, so I might just restart it. Yeah, okay. Let's quit it. It's just one of those games that I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to place the blocks.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not really try practice match. Right, so what? I'm assuming we're trying to go for this. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. The weird thing about it is, I'm placing these blocks. But it's not doing it. You know, it's not letting you place it. So we're just gonna... Hopefully we can pass this. Because otherwise we're a bit screwed.
Yagami-san. Yeah.
It's one of the games on this game that I have absolutely no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Even if the manual tells me what to do, it's not letting me place any blocks. So it might sound like I'm stupid, but we're gonna go straight to water.
Good. Son of a... Yes! No way.
Problem is with the other robots is they're a lot faster than the bigger ones, so maybe I'll change it back to the Spectre.
Not looking good.
This is actually becoming a joke, man. Now we're gonna try and change the robot.
Yagami-san. Yeah.
Because this just isn't working. Right. Power motor M. Try this.
No way.
It's not working. Guys, we're having a nightmare with this. Because even when we're playing auto, it's not looking like we're going to win in auto.
Yeah.
It's almost like we have to win it by ourselves. This is going to be a big problem, guys. Try now.
Nice. Son of a... Not looking good. Yes. No way.
This is just a fucking... I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial in a minute, guys, and I do apologise that I am looking incredibly shit at playing this at the minute, but this is just one of the games that I really wish I didn't have to play, to be honest. It's not my forte, this kind of game. Again. I think we figured it out, guys, finally. If I can stop this guy from fucking doing stuff, we've won it. We figured it out. I know what to do now. I know what to do. After like 20,000 attempts. Right. Whew. Okay. Figured out. Everything appears to be running smoothly. Thank fuck I finally figured the game out. So basically what you're meant to do, the reason I wasn't able to place it, and it might look incredibly stupid now, the shape that I was trying to go for, it wouldn't have been able to cover that area, and when it's available, when I can place it, is when it hasn't got the X's on it. So obviously me thinking, oh, you place it with the X's on, it's actually without the X's. Which is like to say that you can't place it there, and I thought it meant the other way around. Okay, anyway, we finally got there in the end.
Kitagawa.
Doesn't seem to be moving at all, not sure why. What?
Nah.
No good, not even a peep. How strange. Oh, could it be...
Sakura.
Sakura, do you know something about this? Well, actually, there's still this bug where it won't accept any inputs. What? You haven't fixed it yet? But it's still moved afterwards. And then I tried over and over to reproduce the bug, but I couldn't. I didn't have time before the scrimmage. I thought I'd be fine. I thought it'd be fine. Why didn't you report it? What was your plan if the bug popped during a match? If this was the real deal, then what?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Identify the bug and solve it by the next scrimmage.
Yes.
Yes. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I'll say it again, always be in contact, remember that.
Yes.
I will. I mean, it's true that failing to report something can be a problem, but I still feel kind of bad for the kid.
You okay?
Are you okay, Sakura-kun? Why am I like this? Why am I always like this? Sakura-kun, you've improved your leadership. More school story progress available. Check the school diary for details. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry that it took so long, but that was just... I just couldn't get it in my head that the X's weren't the point where I need to place it. It's more when that space was opened up and the shape. I don't know. Just couldn't think for some reason. Why won't you move?
You okay?
Sakura-kun, what's going on?
Sakura-kun.
Sorry I can't help out, I just don't know much about programming. He's really been backed into a corner, huh? Oh boy, this is indeed a problem. We can't even have a scrimmage in the state.
Kitagawa.
Oh, Kitagawa, do you know what's causing the bug? I gave it a look, but I couldn't identify the cause of the issue. Gotcha. Programming, well, there is one person who knows a thing or two about that. I may have gotten rejected once already, but maybe I can ask again. Okay. Receive new message. So we got a school courtyard and a Serio High School, one first floor. So there's something going on down the bottom. Yagami-san, something rather interesting appeared in one of the school courtyard's walls. It's something related to the professor. You'll find it near the back of the school. Huh, okay, I'll check it out. Loving that glitchy fucking camera area again. And that's what that area is. Okay. So let's go to the school courtyard and then we will go to continue the robotics club, I'm assuming, after that. There it is. Okay. Been a crazy one today, guys. My fringe played up to the point where I'm about to put my hat on, and then I've been incredibly shit at playing a mini game until I finally figured it out, so do bear with me. The professor gotta be the Ajincho hounds. What's this? One of those graffiti art things. I remember Amasawa mentioning it in a message. Isn't this the professor? Yeah, I bet the Ajincho hounds did this. The Ajincho hounds.
Hey.
Hey, you want to tell me who the Ajincho hounds are? They're a skateboarding group. Bunch of troublemakers. Skateboarding. What would they have to do with the professor? There's a rumour that they used the professor as the motive for their graffiti art. This is supposed to be the professor. It's just a rumour. Wouldn't Amasawa-san know more about that?
Yeah.
Good point. I'll try asking her. Oh great, just what I needed. Okay. Huh? Who's this? Oh, hi Yagami-san, this is the former advisor for the MRC, Mikura Lemori. Oh, the one who resigned. Nice to meet you, I'm Yagami. Likewise, I hear you're taking good care of Amasawa-san and the other members.
By the way.
Hope so. What brings you around though? Well, haven't you seen it? The graffiti drawn on the back of the school. Yes, supposedly it's a depiction of the professor. The student who drew it used to be in my class.
Huh?
What, really? The other students seemed to think it was some sort of delinquents who did it.
Well...
Yagami-san, I should tell you, Sensei's former student, Shikishi... This is going to be a mouthful. Shiki Shima-kun. Shima-kun. What the fuck have I just said? Shima-kun is a member of the Ajincho Hounds. You didn't hear that. Oh, so there's a connection. The Ajincho Hounds and graffiti of the professor. This could be useful intel. Ajincho Hounds. The Ajincho Hounds are a bunch of students who enjoy skateboarding, but yes, people think of it as a group of delinquent kids. Shinosuke Shikishima is a member and also a current third year at Serio High. When I heard he'd drawn flashy graffiti on the school's wall, I knew I had to hurry over here. You got a photo? Yes, a passerby caught him in the act and sent it to the school. That's certainly Shikishima-kun drawing the graffiti. And we got a photo of Shikishima spraying graffiti. Apparently he's barely attended his classes for the past few months. Indeed, he's been hanging out with the Ejincho Hounds. A rival group has entered the picture too. He's supposedly at odds with these other delinquents called the Blue King. So Shinosuke Shikishima?
Either way.
Was he a good student? I'd say he was just average. His grades were pretty good, but he didn't stand out of anything. Not especially outgoing or quiet, just average, and he wasn't a troublemaker, so he had that going for him too. These days I can't fucking speak. These days he's supposed to be studying for his exams. He said he's going to attend a regular 4-year college after graduation. From what I've heard so far, he doesn't seem like the type who join a delinquent group and get into graffiti. Exactly, and that's why I was shocked to hear it myself. However, Shikishima-kun didn't talk about himself that much. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the first thing about his goals or hobbies. Even during career counselling sessions, all he would tell me is that he would figure out his future while he was in college. So he wasn't thinking half as many steps ahead as, say, Amasawa. That's right, I had everything planned out when I was 3 years old. And then we got Blue King. What's this Blue King you mentioned earlier? Lemura Sensei. Juvenile delinquents who got together mainly to skateboard. They seem to be from Ejincho's old school skater groups. And thus they own a lot of the turf in Ejincho. To a skater group, the only turf that matters are locations around the city suitable for skateboarding.
I see.
So they'd need a certain type of terrain to practice their tricks. Well, there can't be many of those. And amidst all of this, Shikishima-kun has supposedly been raiding the Blue King's turf as a member of the Ejincho Hounds.
What does that mean?
Can you define what qualifies as a raid here? Well, the Blue King basically uses graffiti to mark ownership of their turf. They have a young Blue King as their motif.
Yagami-san.
Here's a picture of it, Yagami-san. Yeah, I can see where their name comes from.
If I were to guess...
It supposedly represents a young delinquent king who reigns over Ejincho, and blue is of course a very royal colour. Yes, and Shikishima-kun is just going around drawing over their graffiti on their own turf.
In other words...
And he's doing that with an image of the professor. Speaking of that, take a closer look at this one, Yagami-san. It's a drawing of the Blue King. But everything drawn over it is graffiti from the Ejincho Hounds. Oh, you're right. So the message is, the king on the throne is being dragged down by the professor. Yeah, it's definitely defiant, and it's got a touch of humour in it too. Yep, the professor is the new icon of delinquent youths, supposedly the king of yesteryear. I think one way to interpret it is that the professor is declaring war on the Blue King. Yeah, no wonder the Blue King guys aren't happy.
That being said,
But the thing is, according to the rules of street art, as I understand them, the Blue King can't complain about it. And we got the Blue King stencil art. So we got rules. What do you mean the rules of street art? Apparently there's an unspoken rule that it's okay to paint over existing artwork as long as the new work is better.
Oh.
Crazy. Well, how is the Judgement Hound's graffiti? Is it highly appreciated or something?
yes.
It seems so, and that's why the Blue King is left with no choice but to tactically approve. Why doesn't the Blue King just paint over it again?
No.
I heard they did that once and took a lot of heat for it. They were firmly told that they were whack.
I see.
So it sounds like Shikishi Shima-kun is something of an artist. I still can't believe Shikishi Shima-kun has such talent. His art grades were average at best. That's all I wanted to ask. Okay, I think I have a good overall grasp of the situation now. Well, Lamori Sensei, what would you like us to do? I'd like for you to look into exactly why Shikishima-kun suddenly joined a delinquent group, and to persuade him to leave if possible.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do what I can. Hey, Yagami-san, I think the best approach would be to go undercover since you're so good at it. Think you can handle a skateboard group?
Nah.
What? Was just a bunch of kids? Isn't it? You expect me to just stroll up and ask them how they're doing? I'd really stick out.
Please and thank you.
I'm sure you'll figure out a way to blend in somehow. Let's hope so. Look, we know there's a chance the Judgement Hounds and the Professor are connected. So if you gain those kids' trust, you might be able to extract some really valuable information. Okay, where would I find the Judgement Hounds? I think they hang out in Hamakita Park.
Gotcha.
Got it. Okay, so we're not going to go for that skateboarding one just yet. We're going to iron over the other school stories. Don't know why this one keeps coming up, because we can't do it yet. So we got the Serio High Robotics Club. We've got a new member, Yukari Akuta, the advisor to the Serio High Robotics Club. She doesn't get along with the Robotics Club and rarely shows up to club events. It's quite the opinion of the Robotics Club's members. So that's that added section. Then we've got the Judgement Hounds. So we got Shinosuke Shikishima, a second-year student at Serio High. He's a member of the Judgement Hounds, a skateboarding group. They've been leaving graffiti depicting the Professor, who's their group symbol, all over town. And then we have Mikuru Lemori, the former advisor of the MRC. I hear she stepped down when she got married, but she came to visit the school because she grew concerned after hearing her former student Shinosuke Shikishima has gone astray. And then we've got a photo of Shikishima spraying graffiti, a photo that captures Shikishima spraying graffiti on the walls of Serio High. It's graffiti of the Professor, the group symbol of the Judgement Hounds. And then we got the Blue King stencil art, stencil of the Blue King, the rival of the Judgement Hounds and king of all delinquents in Ejincho. He's apparently blue because he's young. The graffiti of the Judgement hounds was drawn over this for a different reason. The graffiti depicting the professor, which appeared without explanation on the wall of Serio High, seems to be work of a third-year student named Shinosuke Shikishima. Finally got the name right. Shikishima was allegedly a quiet student who didn't stand out in any way, but after he joined a shady off-campus skateboarding group called the Judgement Hounds, he started to paint graffiti of the professor all over town. Could there be a connection between Shikishima and the professor? To investigate, I decided to go undercover and join the Judgement Hounds. We haven't done that just yet, but we will do in the future. So we're going to progress the robotics club mission at the minute. Fringe looks a little bit more normal than it did before, guys. Sup, Yagami-san? Oh, Kento-kun. Well, this is a rare sight. Whenever I think he's shown up for real, he just takes a nap and goes straight home.
Kento.
Hey, Kento. Shouldn't a member of the MRC actually, you know, read some mysteries?
No.
Nah. If I read too much, I get super sleepy. Though now that you mention it, maybe I could use a nap. You're unreal.
Amasawa.
Oh right, Amasawa, where's Itokura? Oh, speak of the devil?
Oh.
Ah. Oh, hey. Been a while?
It's a pleasure.
Would you believe I joined the MRC too? Well, nice seeing you. And she walks back out. Huh? Well, guess she still hates my guts.
Hey.
What do you mean?
So...
Okay, so I was on the Cultural Festival Committee with Itokura.
Huh?
Cultural Festival Committee. Wasn't Takanashi from the dance club on that too? Yeah, so you've heard of it, Yagami-san.
So, actually...
Itokura led the committee, but was kind of a tyrant. She had a way of bringing the mood all the way down. In the end, everyone kind of started boycotting the meetings, and only Itokura would show up. Basically, the cultural festival was a massive fail. Pretty tragic if you think about it. I'm sure it was extremely difficult for Itokura-san.
What does that mean?
Wait a minute. If you were also a member, Kento-kun, then doesn't that mean... Yeah, I'm one of the ones who turned my back on her too.
Nah.
Good lord.
But...
Don't get me wrong, I totally feel like I did Itokura dirty. I've wanted to apologise ever since. Uh-oh, you think maybe my timing kinda sucked. I'm going after Itokura. Alright. Okay. Where'd Itokura run off to?
Hey.
Hey guys, any of you seen a girl named Kotoko Itokura, small, kind of long hair? She should have passed by here. Itokura-san, oh right, the ex-chairman of the Cultural Festival Committee. She went upstairs a bit ago. She might have gone to the roof. I see Itokura-san there all the time. Yeah, she'll even be on the roof during class too. Think she's having a tough time coming back to class. It's got to be awkward as heck. I mean, we'd feel pretty awkward if she showed up too. You can say that again. Thanks, I'll check the roof then. Is that what everyone really thinks about Itokura, I wouldn't want to go to class either. Exactly. Because who would want to go to a class full of people that are judgmental, right? I mean, you could have whack-ass fringes like me. But I'll be your friend. What the fuck is this fringe, man? You know what, guys? I'm literally gonna just touch it one more time. Sort it out. And then if it looks like I've got half my hair missing, then that's what will happen. I'll take the hat off because you know what? It doesn't really help. It does for a certain amount of time. And then it kind of looks like a pain in the arse. Let me just sort it. I think also it's the fact that I haven't actually looked after it for like a week. You know, I'm a man obviously because it doesn't bother me like I'm... Because, you know, I am a man obviously, but it's always nice to look like a decent person. That'll do, I'm not going to fuck with it anymore. Because, you know what? It is sound, mate.
Itakura.
Here you are, Itakura.
This is the worst.
Feels like a cockroach just crawled into my room.
Hey.
Must be a cozy spot if you feel like it's your own room, huh? Listen, Itakura, are you willing to stay in the MRC? Only if you exterminate that cockroach.
Nah.
You know I can't do that. Man, then maybe I should just... The professor, was it? They might know how to handle a roach problem.
Huh?
Hey, come on.
Look here.
Anyway, I don't want to see his stupid face right now. I have zero desire to do anything for that club. Well, that's going to be a problem. I already told the chairman to hold off on severing your tuition waiver since you'd still be a part of the MRC.
You.
It's actually laughable, this is now, guys. Actually is laughable. Hey, I'm waiting for all that banter you have when you're like, oh, this guy's still fucking about with his fringe. Then do something about it. How can I convince her? Want to just start a new club?
Hey.
Want to just start a new club? What? Got any hobbies, Itakura? Well, reading, mainly mysteries. Okay, then why don't we start a second MRC?
Are you stupid?
You're screwing with me, right? Let's shift gears on that. Why not join the robotics club? Then why don't you join the robotics club?
Huh?
Huh? Robotics? Itakura, you said you know programming, right?
I suppose.
Well, compared to the other idiots around here, sure. There's this first year boy, Sakura. He's been having problems with programming. If you came to help out, I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. As for the MRC, just show up when you think you can. Hold on, so the robotics club.
Look here.
Kurumazaki's in there, right? The one barely speaks. Yeah, he's a member. What? You don't like him either? He and I have some history. History. Hey, he's still a step up from Amasawa's brother. He's pretty harmless. Good, I think the robotics club is going to find ways to keep someone with your talents pretty busy. Anyway, the chairman who won't cut off the tuition waiver as long as you show your face in some club.
Hey.
What a pain. Is school really even that important? I bet I'd get by just fine without it. Well, even if that weren't true, haven't you made any friends? What about Amasawa? You call that a friendship? Yeah, right. You made a new connection because you chose to take a step forward. Plus, it looked like you were having a good time chatting, if I'm being honest. It'd be such a waste to give up now. You might even discover something new in the robotics club.
Got it.
Fine. Wait, so you'll come then?
Look here.
You just make sure to tell the chairman about the waiver thing, okay?
Yeah.
Of course, leave that to me.
Just so you know.
Oh, by the way, I don't plan on quitting the MRC either. Wouldn't want it to look like I let a cockroach get the best of me. Figured as much.
Yagami-san.
Right. Yagami-san, who's this? She's an applicant for the robotics club.
What?
Oh, she'd like to join. This is Kotoko Itakura. Second year, she's pretty familiar with programming. I think she'll be a big help to Sakura-kun, right, Itakura?
Look here.
You do know there's more than one programming language, don't you? I can't say much until I look at it.
Huh?
Itakura senpai, that's Kotoko Itakura-san. You know her? I saw the program she made in her first year workshop. Her code was perfect, beautiful even.
What?
What? You really think so?
Yes.
Absolutely, it was so clean and minimal, which gave it an efficient elegance. I could tell you were brilliant just by looking at it.
Yay!
To be taught by the very same Itakura senpai, I'm thrilled to say the least. Well, look at that, someone gets me after all.
Excuse me?
My current issue is getting the robot to move, because it won't. Could you maybe take a look?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yay!
Great.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, thank you. Sakura's a little wet behind the ears, which is why he's been struggling. Ichikura's really lightening up. She must be in her element. Just hope it helps her get back to school. So this is your code. What do you think? Might be worth training you. I'm a tough teacher, so be ready. Oh, okay. Let's head to the scrimmage. As always, we'll implement any feedback you give us during these practice matches in our development. Sounds good. Unlocked new parts. Okay, let's have a look. So now we know we have a bit of a kind of... Now we know we have kind of a bit of a understanding of playing this minigame. Knowing how we actually control the robot, what we're meant to do. It's going to be a lot easier to get by. Let's upgrade all these. See what these do. Don't know how many upgrades we've got, but we are gonna smash them out. We should have the ultimate machine after all this, guys. Right, we got this one upgrade and then we got another one after it, and then we are good to go. Okay. Let's go.
Nice. Yes.
Good.
Go. Yes.
No way.
Son of a. Sore.
Looking good.
Go.悪くないぞ。よし。悪くないぞ。よし。
No way.
Why is it not coming up? That's what I want to know.
それ。悪くないぞ。ナイス。ナイス。Yes.
You have to start from your base. Okay, let's try again. Because I think we're way behind there, but we have to start from our base, which is fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Go. Nice. Ugh. Son of a.
Good.
Yes. Sore. Nice.
Good.
Nice.
No way.
まだいけるぞ。それ。やられてたまるか。よし。
No way.
よし。Go.
Looking good.
悪くないぞ。それ。よし。ナイス。それ。
Motherfucker.
No way. good.
It's destroyed me, you little bitch. Of course it has. Okay, this is actually a lot harder than it. It's actually a lot harder than it seems.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, we'll try again. Let's try and change the robot this time though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's as fast. Oh, I think we've gone into a match pattern.
No way. Not looking good. No way.
Fuck's sake.
Guys, we'll get him next time.
How'd you make this easier, man? Because it shouldn't be this difficult.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna try that one. Dude, move out the way, man. Oh my god.
No way. Not looking good. No way.
Yeah, I like the smaller ones a lot better.
Yes.
good.
Nice. Yes. Go. Ore. Nice. Yararete tamaru ka.
Destroy them. Well, not destroy them,
Did it,
but
guys.
I like the smaller one a lot better than the big one. A lot faster. I suppose the different robot you have, the more kind of what kind of way you're going about it. You know, obviously the bigger ones are like probably like the defending against the other ones, maybe. But the smaller ones are definitely the ones that collect the glowing icons, and then obviously you go from there. Alright, so I think we've gathered sufficient data.
Hey.
How's it going, Sakura-kun? Are you able to follow along with Itakura Sensei?
Yes.
Yes, Itakura Senpai makes it very easy to understand, and she's so nice too.
Huh?
Nice.
That's right.
Very, I have a hard time committing things to memory, but she'll repeat herself over and over without even getting angry.
Oh.
Wow, that's really something, Itakura.
Sakura.
Sakura, I brought that reference book you mentioned last time. Ah,
Itakura.
careful, Itakura, I think your heart might be showing. What? Sakura-kun is really opening up too. I should be able to learn more about the robotics club.
Hey.
Sakura-kun wanna grab tea with Itakura and me? You know, a team bonding thing or something. What?
Yay.
That sounds wonderful. Let's go, Itakura Senpai.
You.
Hey, is this your play to get him to spill about the professor? You're not just gonna spring that on him, are you?
Nope.
Nope, not at all. That might put him on a high alert. I'm just collecting a little bit of intel. That should be fine then. Great, great. Then let's meet up at the cafeteria. Good stuff. Okay, we want to head to the first floor. The Serio cafeteria has a pretty good garage combo. Oh, but we're just having snacks, right?
Sakura senpai.
What are your favourite snacks, Itakura Senpai? Potato chips. I love chips. I'm a big fan of seaweed and salt. I'm partial to the kasame flavour.
Yes.
Or the kasam flavour. Oh yeah, those are great too. Sakura-kun seems to be enjoying himself. He always seems so tense in the robotics club rooms.
Hey.
Go on, bring it up already. Alright.
Either way.
Sakura-kun, there's still a lot we don't know about the robotics club, probably because we just joined. Would you mind sharing what you know?
Yes.
Of course. Ask about Otagawa.
Hey.
What kind of guy is Otagawa? He comes off as a real go-getter. That's because he is. He's an amazing person, at least in my book. The Robotics Club completely changed after he joined. Before that, we never had any goals or deadlines. We'd mainly just sit around talking and getting excited about some cool ideas we'd have. But we'd end up doing nothing and losing in the preliminaries because we were never ready. But we were fine as long as we had fun. It was all very relaxed.
Nah.
Sounds like the dream. Well, when the club's so easygoing it could put you to sleep, I'm sure it is very rewarding for a guy like Otogawa to step into it, especially having just transferred. He just gives off that micromanager vibe, what with all the reporting and milestones and the ABC talk. Yeah, I didn't even know what that was at first. I was all ABC, should we do the rest of the alphabet?
Look here.
And I don't agree with how Otogawa does things. Don't we have a motto for robot contests? If I'm not mistaken, it was we think together, we build together. This is the exact opposite of that.
I see.
I get how that doesn't exactly line up with Otogawa's top-notch approach, top-down approach. Ask about Takamori.
Hey.
What kind of guy is Takamori, the one in charge of construction? He seems to butt heads with Otogawa every so often. Yeah, those two don't get along well. Takamori senpai was supposed to become president before Otogawa senpai came along. But when the previous president retired, he named the newly transferred Otogawa senpai as his successor. It happened right after he transferred, so everyone was shocked, especially Takamori senpai.
Oh.
Heck of a promotion for a new guy, huh? Takamori is definitely holding a huge grudge over it. He loves complaining when Otogawa isn't around. Not like anyone's lining up to listen to him though. I mean, he'd go on forever if we did. So Takamori's unhappy, which also sounds like a consequence of Otogawa's regime. Ask about Kurumazaki.
By the way.
Kurumazaki-kun, the designer, Otogawa seems to hold him in high regards.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Kurumazaki-senpai is quite talented, always finishing his designs without much fanfare. He never misses deadlines and he's very meticulous. Very meticulous. That's why the president likes him so much. Yeah, overbearing bosses always prefer a good lapdog. Well, Kurumazaki senpai is very kind. He always worries about me whenever the president chews me out. Sure, but it's guys like him who let the people around him tell him how to walk and talk. That's not true at all. That reminds me, Otsukura, these names, man, because they all sound the same. I'm saying them wrong. Ichokura seems to have beef with Kurumazaki-kun. Maybe it's better if I don't bring it up. I think that's about everything I wanted to ask. I think I understand the Robotics Club a lot better than before. Thanks for your help. We should do this again sometime.
Hey.
So, Ichikura, will you help me investigate the professor?
I refuse.
Nope, hard pass. Still won't give me the time of day.
By the way.
Okay, well, how's school going then? It's not so bad, right? Who's to say? Not me, that's for sure. Some idiots might still want to jump me, like Amasawa's brother. I don't know about that. I should really do a better job of keeping tabs on Itokura. Okay. Okay, so we're going back to the... Going back to the 4th floor. Okay. So let's see what we've got to do now. I'm assuming we're doing the robotics contest or something until obviously we pass this area, just like the dance club. Our opponents for the preliminaries have been decided.
Huh?
What? Who is it? Jonan Technical School. Whoa. They're one of the teams that made it through the preliminaries in last year's RE Robo Rally. We can't underestimate them. Hey, so the preliminaries are finally here, huh?
That's right.
Indeed. If we win, we'll be in the main tournament. Akitagawa, who's going to be in charge for the preliminaries. We can't show up without a leader, right?
Please, thank you.
Yagami-san, can we count on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That was my plan anyway. I'm the operator, and whatever happens, I'll be at the preliminaries. Thank you. Akita-sensei probably wouldn't have made it to the tournament. Yeah, she has no motivation to.
Indeed.
You're right. She's never had any interest in robots in the first place. Just the opposite, she makes fun of it every chance she gets. The other day she just looked at the robots and said, when you graduate high school, hopefully you'll graduate from playing with those toys too. These aren't toys, it's like she has no clue how much the world relies on robots these days. She doesn't understand anything outside her own little world. Don't pay her any mind. You got that right. Well, at least talking crap on the advisor helps them bond.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, please let me know when you're ready. The Robotics Club Activity Fund has increased by 30,000 yen. Check it out through Customize Part Development. Okay, good job. Let's go for it. At last, the time has come for the fourth